Um, Hi, everybody. We're live. Please welcome my lovely guest, Lady G. Miss Ganga is here in her beautiful hippie hair, is how I look at it. I love that hair. And I love the pink.
Yes, it's all natural, you know.
Yes, of course. As we're here to talk about caftans and whatever else may be of interest to anyone. Um,
And our froggy voices here together in the swamp. Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, we're croaking right along. So if you can't understand either one of us, holler, take a sip, so we'll know to take something, sip a drink.
Oh,
Um, but we're here. We're gonna chit chat about our love of caftans and take questions. Anything goes, um, and we'll go from there. I'm very excited to have her back, have Ganga back on with me again. I adore watching her videos. They're so entertaining, and uh, I just enjoy her company. So, and I love watching your videos. So much of what you do or talk about, I sit and watch, and it's like sounds just like my mom. Even though you're much younger than my mother would have been, um, but still, it just makes me smile. It's like, oh,
well,
how
that's
cool.
good. As long as it doesn't make you cry, I'm happy.
No, no, no. Um, I kind of got past that. I still have moments when something mama comes along and it will kind of hit me, but it's been a while now. So and she's still the boss. She's still here in control. She still lets herself be felt. So
There you go.
and she's still in control. Let's see. Wow, we got a bunch of them in here. Got
Yeah.
Marby and Ellen and Amy, Viviani, Patricia, um,
Mark,
NJS, and I think I've hit everybody so far. Hello and welcome. We are glad to see you here. And the caftan thing started with, I think it was somebody had made some snide comment on one of your videos
oh, did they?
about you wearing a caftan, and then you did a response to it and said, I wear caftans because I like them. They're comfortable. And I'm sitting there watching saying, well, yeah, that's why we wear them, because they're comfortable. And they still look pretty. You can,
Exactly. And they're fun and they're relaxing. And
yeah,
why not?
exactly. Um, and so I made Ganga laugh over that. And then next thing I know, she's talking about it on another video. She starts with, yeah, Sherry and I are just got to do another show where two caftans meet online, and it just stuck. And I was like, okay, that's the title of the next show. But I had to wait for you to heal enough to be able to come on and do your thing, because I don't want to overtax your voice. Um, I know it can take a while.
I can make it through without a problem. I just croak my way along. That's all.
Well, you're in the right place for it. So, as y'all can see, we're surrounded by the swamp. So,
That's what I feel. We're two frogs in the swamp. We need a
yep.
great big lily pad to be sitting on.
If I had a way to put that in, I would. I hadn't thought of that. I'm about to talk to my son. He
Ribbit.
does digital art, so I'm gonna have to make me a lily pad or something that I can have under me, so it looks like I'm sitting on a lily pad.
Very
And,
good.
but I went and bought me a new caftan just for us, and because the one I had is literally falling apart. I wear it so much. I wear it all the time, and because again, it's very comfortable. And it's very freeing to just walk around in that. I don't have to worry about it. And
Yeah, they've got lots of room. So you're just, really.
exactly, yeah. The only downfall I have with any of them is I'm so short that they're all too long, and so I have to walk around holding them up.
Sometimes they can be too. I have to look and make sure of the length too.
Yeah, because I'm only 5 feet tall. So,
Oh, you're 5. I'm 5'2", so I've
oh,
got
well, you got me beat by a few inches. So,
yeah, a little bit, not much, but
not
yeah.
much. Yeah. Yep. Now, my son claims to be 5'3", but it's like, I don't think so.
That's when he stands up real tall.
Yeah. Well, he was able to make himself taller when he joined the Navy, and they marked him as 5'3". So that's his official height now. And I'm like, yeah. I said, I don't know if you were on your tippy toes or what, but I said, you've never been 5'3".
Yeah, he had to get his height. I had to eat a ton of bananas because I was under the weight limit. So
Oh my goodness. What branch were you in? I
Air
forget.
Force,
Air
Air
Force.
Force, yeah,
He was Navy. So he was a sonar tech. And his first when he first got his first orders, he called me up. He says, I got my orders. And I'm like, where are you going? Because I thought they were going to ship him overseas.
yeah,
He says, Pearl Harbor. First words out of my mouth was, hot damn, mama's going to Hawaii.
yeah. That's a good duty over there.
Yeah, so when he got back from his second deployment, he flew me out for a week to Hawaii to come and see him. It's like, I could so live there. It is so nice. It's so beautiful. And I was on Oahu. From what I understand, the other islands are far more beautiful. And
They can be. I lived on Oahu for quite some time. That's when I
uh,
found out I had my military benefits. I had gotten ill, and they sent me to the military hospital, the big pink elephant on the hill.
yeah.
And then I
And
found out I had benefits, which of course they don't tell you.
no,
Yeah.
they don't tell you anything that you don't specifically ask for. So,
Yeah.
and but yeah, I had a ball. He got permission for me to go on a ship, which was an active duty ship, which
Wow.
civilians aren't allowed on active duty ships. But since they were in port, and the officer on watch that day was one of his buddies, he's like, yeah, it's your mom, man. She can come on. So I got a tour of the ship, and I got to go see all the stuff. And I was like, it was pretty cool. And then he took me out to the memorial, the Arizona Memorial.
That's out there.
And that was really gut wrenching to stand on that platform and to look over the side, and you can see the ship. It
Right.
looks like it's close enough that you can reach down and touch it. It's hard to believe it's 40 feet below, but uh, they were getting ready to schedule their next interment, because the sailors that survived Pearl Harbor, the attack, they can, when they pass, request to be interred into the ship with their shipmates who never made it out,
Yeah.
and who are still down there. And so they have a special ceremony they do to they have to cremate them, and they put them in little urns.
And
They
then
have this big special ceremony they do, and then the divers bring them down and put them into the ship. And I was like, that's really cool. That's kind of cool that they let them do that. And so
exactly.
you have one wall that's the names of all of those that passed, that were killed that day. And then there's a half wall of all the survivors. And the ones that get interred, they get a special mark next to their name, so that you know that they're there too.
They're down.
And so that was really cool. Hi, Cat Mama. Meowdy to you too.
Meow meow.
Meow,
Yeah,
meow.
that's my drag name.
Oh, that's right.
Miss Kitty Cat Target.
Miss Kitty Cat Darjay. That's right.
Well,
Ooh,
Rose is here. Rose is saying she tried 3 times to enlist and she was under by 15 pounds.
when my son went to join, they were like, you have to lose 5 pounds. Now,
Oh, he had
he's
to.
a little guy, he was like 5 pounds. They were like, you have to lose 5 pounds. So we went and bought like 2 bottles of the stool softener stuff that makes you
Yeah.
completely purged. And he drank both bottles in one night. He couldn't go in the
Oh,
bathroom for days afterwards because the smell, even after we cleaned it, is still the
oh
smell
my,
was terrible. And but he lost the 5 pounds. Um, I'll never forget. He came to pick me up from work one day and said, "Oh, by the way, I joined the Navy." And I went, "You're thinking of joining the Navy?" He said, "Oh no, I already did it. I did it this morning." I was like, "Wait, what?" It's like, you didn't discuss this with me. He's like, "Well, what's to discuss?" And so he was like, "Dad was in the Navy, so I figured I'd be in the Navy." So I was like, "Okay, if that's what you want to do." So he was in for 5 years and did 2 deployments, and
yeah.
um, has had a hard time getting over the PTSD. He still fights that sometimes.
I know
Um,
my dad was in the Navy. He was a Navy pilot, and I guess he drove a amphibious plane, and he would go try to pick up people that were, in the water and try to rescue them during.
yeah. Uh, my late husband was in the Navy. He was a sonar tech as well. And then one of his brothers was in the Navy, and he was a medic. And
Mhm.
so his job was he and their group would go to shore, pick up the body bags, and bring them back and try to match the pieces.
Yeah,
Because they'd have a bag full of feet and a bag full of
yeah,
arms, and it's like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, it wasn't a fun job. I was,
no,
no, I wouldn't think so. He said a lot of times you just didn't know who
what
went with
part went
who.
where? Yeah,
Yeah, you just tried to match up the skin tones and the size, what looked appropriate. Um, but and I know he still battles issues from that because that was during Vietnam in the 70s. And then my son was he went to the Persian Gulf twice. So um, and they had a few incidents. That's all I know. He just says, I can't tell you, it's classified.
yeah,
If I tell you, I'll have to kill you, Mom. I'm like, that's okay. I don't need to know. So if it's classified, I don't need to know.
exactly.
And but let's see. So we have Rose and Jules Niner is here, and Cat Mama and Sharp Lisa is here, and I'm sure I missed somebody, and if I did, I apologize. I
So,
tried
do
to.
we have any questions out there for readings? What are we reading on today?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if there's something y'all want to ask away. The notification just went out. Only like 13 minutes after we started. Um, so if y'all have any questions, something you want us to draw cards on,
Or
um,
read or talk about or whatever.
exactly, pop it into the chat, and we'll do our best.
Yeah.
I'm going to use Miss Ganga's cards that she made herself. Um, and these are all pictures. You took all the pictures, right? Or most of them?
Most of them.
Yeah.
Most of them.
And
There were a few I had to get from other places, but most of it is my artwork, my photography and stuff. Yeah.
okay. Well, here's number one. Look, we got one. Hypnocity. I'd love a general message.
From her
From
guy.
the guy. Let's see. Well, and yeah, that was fast. Hypnocity. You were the first one to put it in. That's happened to me a couple of times whenever I said, I'd like a message from so and so. Suddenly I'm first. I'm like, you're never first. I just lucked out that day. And alrighty. I am going to do couple of different decks here. And now they're coming in. So alrighty. Well, we've got a 7 lined up now, so
Okay, now they're coming in, huh?
Now they're coming in. Well, thank you all so for coming and spending your Sunday. And whenever you're ready, Lady G, go
Okay.
right on ahead. I'm still.
Okay, well, in the center of it, we have a potential new action that you have to look at. This is, again, information coming in of something that could be beneficial for you. Now, we have going into it that at the center of it, we have an offering, and it has to do with something that you may be having a difficulty with, something you're kind of chained to that's not benefiting you, that you may have to look at, because this is something that you're dealing with, and you need to look towards a future about and turn your back on whatever it is. It's something you need to let go of, because we have this darker message of something you need to sacrifice, that you need to take out of your life because it's not benefiting you. So this is a message of the Pandora's box. I feel like it could be possibly a health issue again, because underneath of it, you need to get some wisdom, some information about health above it. And this is something higher that needs to be taken care of. It can be taken care of because we have the rainbow of the promise, okay, the promises. But look into your perhaps astrology things as well. But there's something that it would benefit you to let go of that's been in your life that is definitely not aiding you.
Cool. Okay. I pulled a few from everything. From the Oracles of the 7 Energies, I pulled Waking the Lion. So I feel like your guides are letting you know that to count on your strength. You're waking up, and this is showing you that you have strength to deal with what's coming, whatever the issue may be. And then from there, from the Gemstone Guardians, I pulled Agate, which is rainbow strength. And it says, find peace within to experience transcendence here and now. So again, more strength. They're telling you that you're strong enough to withstand whatever's coming. And then the full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. So whatever it is that you're having to stand up for, stand up to the whatever you're needing to call on your strength for, the conclusions are close by at hand. And then I pulled this card. Now I see this as strength. I don't know if that's the original meaning you had for it, but that's what it says to me.
Strength, or, that is a symbol you can see. Oh, maybe you don't see him. There he is in the back of here.
I see.
Yeah. They are a protection. They are
Okay.
a protector. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, so there, you've got another strength card and also a protection card that they're letting you know. Um, and then I pulled this. Now I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. I've not pulled this card before, so I'm not sure what
Yeah,
the meaning.
turning your back on something and looking forward.
Okay. Oh, I got it. Okay, I see it now. Okay, so whatever it is, you've got your strength, you're looking forward, you're moving forward with it. And it ended up with the pinnacle, reaching the peak of what it is that you need, that
Right.
you're going to get to the top. You're going to get there.
Yeah. And letting go of the obstruction, because you keep obstructing yourself by that mental ideation of fear and not being good enough, etc. All of that stuff. It's time to let go of that.
Oh, okay. See, I'm learning how to read her cards because I don't know all of them, but I've been trying to read with them every day a little bit, even if it's just for myself, to try to get a feel for it. So, okay, let's see here. All right, next one up is Scorpio Mama. Serena would like a read for June.
For
Okay,
June, a person named June, or June, the month June.
the month June. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hypnocity says, I'm trying to build a community, get my message out to the right people. And Jules Niner says she would love to order that set. It's beautiful. You can get that through Lady G's email, which
Right.
will be in the description box below. You could just email her and she'll set everything up with you.
Absolutely.
And, all right. For the month of June, she said. That's what
Month
she's.
of June. Okay.
Okay. Let's see here.
Okay, well, I'm just going to read on my cards, just a real quick thing. So, what we have here is this is something for the future, which June, of course, is a little bit in our future. There will be some sort of a marriage, a come together with you and somebody else working towards something. It's somebody that you know, a friend, somebody that you could count on. Uh, there will be some short term luck, so take advantage of it while you can, but make sure, whatever looks to be good on the surface, you also have to look what's under the surface. um, don't take things just at point blank. When I see when I see the lotuses, again, don't forget that their roots are in mud, so you have to look under the surface as well.
And be willing to get yourself dirty in the process.
Yeah, perhaps.
All right, let's see here. Okay, well, we started out, I pulled the Five of Wands, which is some kind of competition that you're dealing with, or maybe a rivalry, something that's that has you really reaching to meet your goals of what it is that you're trying to do.
Yeah, a bit of a struggle sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it can be somewhat of a struggle. And then I pulled bearing fruit. So this is telling me that whatever this struggle is, whatever this conflict is, it's going to be good for you, and you're gonna reap rewards from that because you're going to bear the fruit for that. And then I ended up with new moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. And that's true with most everything. If we wrap ourselves up in love, then the conclusions that we get, the outcomes that we get, are going to be more on a positive bent. You always want to keep the utmost goal in your mind when you're trying to work and do something, so that only good can come out of it. And that's what I've got for you. So let's see here. It goes back up. And
What did we have next?
yes, next one up is Cat Mama. I would love a general reading. All righty.
And you're quite welcome.
All right. Let's see here. General reading. Oh, got cards flying everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing a very short one here so we can get as many as we can get in. And there will be an offering, and this is something from the community that you're living within, that you're dealing with. This is a community card. It could be something mentally challenging, a difficult thing, again, that you are trying to work through. This is usually the card of either faith, but in sometimes it's your cross to bear. It's something that you're going to have to deal with. But the good news is you can have a victory, but you need to stay awake. Okay. You need to do what's that word that the Repugly Uglies hate? Woke.
Yeah.
Be like Buddha, wake up, and again, do the right thing. Continue to go forward for humanity, and you will be fine. But yeah, there will be a little bit of a stressor in the community for you.
Okay. Well, the first thing I pulled was Sugarlight, Transcendent Connection. It says, learn to love ambiguity, for in the unknown is the direction to your future. So that kind of goes right along with what Lady G was saying. And then here we have a beautiful emerald ring, which can denote to me riches, not necessarily monetarily, but riches of something that's important to you. So whatever it is you're working on, you're going to benefit from that. And it's going to provide riches for you. That's how I'm reading this.
Right. It can also mean something that you are committed to, a contract, working with somebody else.
Okay.
Union with them, like a marriage.
Very good. Okay. See, it's really helpful when the author of the cards is with you. She can fill in the holes that I'm not quite sure of. And then the last thing I pulled for you is the Ten of Pentacles. Again, which is denoting wealth and riches. So not necessarily monetarily, although it very well could be. Maybe you're going to win the lottery. Who knows? Be sure you share if you do. I'm sure we could all use a little pick-me-up. But yeah, the financial security, long-term success. So whatever this is that you're looking at, what you're working on, it's going to be a success. That's what I'm getting is you're going to have a lot of success with this. So I hope that resonated with you. And let's go to the next one we have here is Viviani. Another general reading, please.
Okay.
And all right.
And thank you. Somebody's saying they love my wig. Isn't the pink fun?
I love it. I love that wig. I love the platinum blonde when you had on last night. The minute I saw you, the first thing that popped in my head was you look just like Carol Channing.
Yeah, well, that's more Carol Channing from Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, when she did the thing, wasn't it, with Marilyn Monroe? Yeah. But it is, you can't see it on the screen, but it does have kind of a pink, light pink. It looks like kind of.
Oh, it looks pink to me. Yeah, I can see it.
Well, this one you can, but the one I was wearing that you thought was platinum was actually had a lot of pink in it.
Okay. Yeah, it must have been the lighting last night or something, because
It
I
just
didn't pick up on the pink, but I did pick up on the blonde. So,
yeah.
but it's just the way the wig was designed. The minute I saw it, the first thing that popped in my head was, "Oh, look, Carol Channing's here."
Yeah, she
You
always
know?
had that kind of.
Yeah, I loved her in what was the play that she did for decades? She played
Was it Auntie Mame? Was it Mame that she did?
Auntie Mame in something, and then she had the lead. Maybe it's the same play I'm thinking of. Um, uh, I'm just going blank. I can't remember the name of the play now. But
Well, I'm ready for Vivian.
oh,
You know, Missy May, my little crested, I rescued her from a Russian family and they had her named Vivian. But I changed it to May. I said she does not look like a Vivian. So now she's May.
she looks like a Maymay. That name fits her perfectly.
She took to it right away. When I'd call her Vivian, she wouldn't even listen. But May, that's her thing. So what we have with your reading is about your path, the choices you make in life, where you're walking and what you're doing, because I have the card here. So this is you in your path, the choices you're making. You know, you're going to have a lot of victories. Maybe it doesn't always seem like it, but they're anchored in. So you're doing well. Also, hold on to your power. Something new is coming in. The child doesn't always mean a physical child. It could be something new that's coming in. So again, know that you've got the power. Hang on to it and be wise, because you know what we do creates karma. The choices we make close doors and open other doors. Okay.
Alrighty, and let's see here. I'm making sure. All right, next up we've got Amy.
You didn't read for Vivian.
Oh, I sure didn't. I'm so sorry. Okay.
What happened to Vivian?
Hold the phone, Amy. Hang on. We'll get back to you next.
Hold back.
Well, my mind just went, oh. Okay, first thing I pulled was the sunset. And this just always makes me it feels like rest, like coming home and resting, or peaceful rest. Then I pulled the serpent. So, but it's green, and usually green snakes are not harmful. Usually, some of them are, I gather. But I look at that and I'm thinking, there's someone around you that's kind of slippery. Maybe keep a close eye on them, that they don't do something that's going to bite you.
Yeah.
But then I pulled your 4-leaf clover, luck. I think luck is on your side. I think whatever it is you're going into, you're going to be fine. Spirit's got your back. And then I pulled from Moonology, the full moon eclipse. Again, it says conclusions are within your reach. So this is just Spirit letting you know everything's going to be okay. And
so
you
just
may have a
hold
few
on to
shaky.
your power. Remember, you make the choices in your life and just hold on to your power.
Exactly. All right, Amy, now it's your turn. I'm so sorry. Amy's got to GoFundMe up. She's trying to raise money to get to England. She's moving to England. And thank you, Kathy. I appreciate the prayers. And we're getting a lot of thank yous for the readings. So let's see here. And just to let everybody know, okay, I've got Amy, then we've got Isabella, Jules, Marby, Kathy, Rochelle, and NJS 55. So that's in the lineup. And that's probably going to be about it, because by the time we get through that, I'm sure Lady G and I both will be falling out. That's a lot of energy to put out for reading. That, and I don't want to encroach upon the lovely Ganga's time, because she is still recuperating from surgery. So I don't want to be the cause of a relapse.
No, I'm be fine. Okay, well, what we have going into it is, you're looking to America, to people for help. And so you want to know what's being birthed with that. Now, above it, it's not the brightest light that's going on. You're kind of going through the jungle with it, and wanting to have the protection and being able to control what's coming in. But rapidly, what's above it, at the heart of it, you have to be careful, because there could be some crafty stuff going on. So be aware of that, and shedding light on this, because you're struggling with it. Okay. And you might have to pick a divergent path. So you may not wind up, you might make a different choice. Just saying.
Okay. Okay, Amy, now I know some of the background of why this is going on. So when I pull this card, this really kind of jumped out at me. It says nothing will come of this situation. And I think that's in reference to your personal issues that you're dealing with at home right now. I think nothing's going to come of it, because I do believe you're going to get to where you want to go. It just may take a little bit. But first I pull the Six of Wands, which is victory, progress.
Yeah.
You're slowly moving along. So just keep going day to day. Then I pull the Page of Wands, which is inspiration, discovery. Again, another positive card telling you to keep going, keep pushing forward. Then it ended with the Five of Swords, which I think the conflict, of course, I know that the conflict is coming from at home, but like it says, nothing's going to come of this situation. So I think the conflict is just going to be something that's just going to give you a hard time, but that is going to be all right in the long run. That's what I'm feeling for you. So I hope that
Yeah. And like I said, you
resonates.
have to pick a divergent thing for a time or something.
Right, exactly. And I've done a couple of private readings for Amy dealing with the situation. And that's one of the things I've gotten consistently is it may take some finagling to get
Yeah.
what you need. And but she's going to get there. It just may take a little longer than she thinks. So okay, next up is Isabella. A message from my dad, George, who died November 12th, 1990. Okay.
Okay, well, he is, resting on the other side, and this is for his daughter. Okay, so this is definitely coming through for you. It's a message, be at home wherever you're at, and he's at home where he's at. He's doing well. But the message is, continue to look towards your future and waiting for your ship to come in. And that energy is there, and he's there to converse with you and to aid you in that journey.
All right. I pulled the clock tower, which to me just kind of feels like just take your time on things, and it's gonna work out, because you're gonna be able to move about, do what needs to be done. Just take your time with it. Everything's gonna pan out. Now this one, I see this, and the first thought in my head that came in was an ancestor.
Exactly.
Your dad is an ancestor.
History and ancestors, yes.
So he's just wanting you to know that he's there watching over you. He's taking care of you. He hasn't left.
I think other ancestors are there too, probably grandparents and things. There's a lot of people on the other side that are there.
Exactly.
Her. Yeah.
Exactly. And then I finished up with the power of purpose. So I think as long as you keep your goal in mind, keep pushing forward, you've got all those ancestors there helping you along with your dad.
Yeah.
And everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to. Is how I'm reading that. So
absolutely, they're definitely there communicating with you.
Absolutely. Okay. Next up, we have Jules. Possible family trip in June. Okay.
Okay. A card. That's easy. We can do a card.
I don't know. Can you stop with a card?
Yeah.
I do a card, and invariably he's like, no, I need another one. No, I need another one.
Uh-oh. May get hung up. And that's the message. It might get overturned, might get hung up for a time. I wish it was go, 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 but that's not the card I got.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what this means or where I'm supposed to go with that.
Okay, fish can be either monetary stuff or something a little bit fishy,
Okay.
So
Okay. Here we go.
it could be a combination of both of those. Maybe something a little fishy with money. It might be the most optimum time.
But in the meantime, ground yourself.
Yeah.
You've got the anchor that's going to help you ground. So whatever's fishy, thank you, because I'm looking at this. I was like, I have no clue where to go with this thing.
Yeah.
So while it may be a little fishy, you're grounded. Stay grounded. You're going to be fine. And I feel like that's what, when it comes to traveling, you're going to be fine. It just make sure everything's kind of lined up for you, and before you hit the road.
Yeah, because you may have to put it off for a short time. There could be something else coming up in your life that's you're going to need to put money into for that time. Doesn't mean that you're totally gone on your vacation thing, but you may have to, navigate some things.
Right. Okay. And I have a general reading for Marby.
Okay, so what I have, the foundation is, maybe cloudy, maybe you've had something that's been a little difficult, but you've got community here that you can get above. Again, we have the card of the community. So something new coming in, an idea, and it's something the surface, but to look deeper at what's being offered. And I felt to pull an oracle for you. It says journey by moonlight and believe in magic. Okay, so be open to something happening.
There we go. All right. Well, the first thing I pulled was a Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, working together. But to go along with it is a rat in the garden. So be careful. Keep aware of what's going on around you. Because then I pulled the Knight of Wands, which is, he's starting to take off and go. So you're looking at something that you're very passionate about. But be careful that you're not too impulsive with it. And I pulled time. So just take your time with it. Make sure that you're going in the right direction for yourself to do your time with that. Because in the end, I pulled the Ten of Cups.
Mhm.
So everything is going to work out. You're going to have the keys to the kingdom, so to speak. It's all going to work out for you. And that's what I got for you. So I hope that resonated. Is there anything you would like to add to your cards that I pulled?
Yeah, no, it's just, the one can be Starbucks can be also business or tower holding on to things. And what was the other card you had pulled?
um, the Tower, I pulled the rat in the garden.
Okay, rat can sometimes be eating away at something. Something being reduced also can be the rat.
And
If
then
it's
the
straight
king.
Lenormand, it's eating away at something.
Okay,
And that the key is just key, the key to something.
right. And okay. All righty. See, it's handy having somebody that knows what these cards stand for who can help me with this because I'm still learning. Okay. Kathy wants to know how many guides do I have and do they have a message for me? Well, I don't know how many you have.
I don't know either.
That would be something between you and your guides. I would talk to them specifically and ask them to give you some kind of a sign, some kind of an idea of who you have backing you up.
Okay, so what I have going into it, maybe you face losses, but don't forget you have things in reserve and look at what mentality you're standing in with that. Look at if you are sweeping something under the carpet or if you are argumentative, okay, when it comes to that. At the center of it, we have somebody, this is somebody in the mental realm, strong mental realm, wanting to shift things, but it also could be a struggle and trying to gain strength with something that's happening. So we have the last card is this is sometimes called the card of theft, stealing. But I also see, because here we have the stork, which is flying away and trying to create a new storyline. So you have here, this is the mental realm. So also I see the swords as take away what you can take away and leave the rest and be careful of what direction you're looking. Okay. and what you're trying to create, what type of storyline you're trying to create.
Okay. I pulled for you from the Gemstone Guardians Oracle Citrine, which is the soul light. It says, feel your light shine from within. You beam it out. Just, don't put your light under a bushel. Isn't that how they used to say it? Let your light shine. Because you never know who may see that light and gets encouragement from it for them to keep going. And then I pulled birds of a feather.
Mm-hmm.
They stick together. So keep up with your, again, let your light out, let it shine. And those that are on the same page as you are going to find you, where you're going to all be together with that.
And sometime I would see with that also, the people you're surrounding yourself with, are they actually beneficial for you, or are they lead you in a direction that's not beneficial? So look, check it, what your friend level is. Are they somebody that's supportive, or are they trying to pull you into a direction which is not beneficial really for you?
Gotcha. Very good. And then the last card I pulled was, I'm looking at it. To me, it's like a window, looking through a window into what's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Or from the other side of it, don't let anything roll over you and crush you, because
Right.
it is a big circle. So
Exactly. So
big
that
strong wheel.
can be many, many things. Either it can be like a karmic wheel, it can be like the threshing, like you were just saying, something that could be crushing, the threshing, something heavy to deal with, or it could be a very strong marriage, a type of a grounded thing. So again, it would be that same thing, looking at the people that are surrounding you and look at what's the takeaway, listening to the thoughts, the ideas, what can you take away and what can you leave behind that's not beneficial.
Cool. Okay. See, I learned so much when I watch you. I feel privileged. I feel privileged and blessed that I get to know you, and I get to work with you, and I get to watch you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Because I'm learning so much.
You're so kind. We just do step by step, and the more that we work with the cards, the more things that come in as to
Right.
breaking it down and looking at it. Yeah.
Right. And I've only been doing this for not quite 2 years yet. So I'm still learning a lot when looking at the cards. Okay. Next up, we have Rochelle. And I have a reading for the month of May. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Rochelle. The month of May. All right. You want to go, or you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. First thing I pulled for you is the Knight of Swords. This is what the fastest moving card in the deck, they say, besides the Chariot. This is showing somebody with a lot of ambition, a lot of vim and vigor and get up and go and let's take care of this. And then I pulled as a companion to that Zoltar, which for those of us who remembered, grants your wishes. And I love that movie. And it's from the movie Big with Tom Hanks. That's a great picture. Now, Zoltar, that's the only place that I know him from, is just from the movie. So I don't know if there's additional meanings of who he is other than just
It's a prediction machine. You would go there and put your coin in, and
coin
you're
in.
reading for the future.
Right. So, and you've got a knight that's telling you, let's go. And here's your future being handed to you. And then I pulled the Five of Wands.
Mhm.
So a little bit of conflict, a little bit of competition. You're going to have to work for it. But then I pulled knowledge. So just continue to improve, read up on as much as you can in the direction that you're wanting to go in, or whatever new project you're wanting to start. And just work on getting as much knowledge on it as you can, so that you can meet it head on and take off and go. And that's what I've got for you.
Okay. So going into it, we have, wanting to go forward for the future, waiting for your ship to come in, the energy you're putting out. This could be something you're trying to be strong with, but maybe you're having a bit of a struggle with it. Um, you may have feeling a bit tied up when it comes to one of your friends, somebody that you know. There could be a bit of a conflict, and so it's going to cause you a little bit of mental confusion. At that point, don't get depressed. Depend on your faith, and maybe this can also be somebody that you can go to for counseling and advice, somebody there that knows the lay of the land. And also, though, remember when you had the conflict, remember unity. Better to look for things that you can agree with than things you have conflict with. So try to work your way through it by finding agreements rather than conflicts, and it will go far in aiding you with this situation that's coming up.
Okay. I'm seeing this as somebody who works, who's the salt of the earth, a down to earth kind of person who works hard and does what they need to do. And I get a feeling that that's you. You get up, you do what you need to do every day, and you work hard at it. And that's something to be proud of. A lot of people don't do that. And then I got maybe a little bit of travel in there. Um, and again, this could be another means of whatever it is that you're working on. It's going to bring you in full speed because you're going to be riding your horse in. So that's going to help you kind of get through that. It's kind of looks like a foggy morning that they're riding. So things may not seem clear right away, but keep moving forward and you get the rainbow. And so everything becomes clear. Everything looks bright. And who doesn't like getting the rainbow? That's the best. Um, that's what I'm getting for you. So
Okay, so the alternative thing that could be with that reading is he's holding the scythe, so he's cutting through something. And usually, Lenormand, the writer, is a messenger, is bringing a message. So this message, it's like I said, she may have somebody, a friend that's getting mentally tied up with something they're saying, but it says that there's the promise at the end of it. The rainbow is the promise. Okay.
right.
So you may have to cut the message and hold to the promise and find unity rather than as much of a division.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And last, but did you do your reading?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I don't know anymore. Okay. NJS 55. Will I move and be happy? May I just give a personal opinion and say happy is subjective.
Exactly.
You're happy if you choose to be happy. Um,
Exactly. It's your path, it's your choice. You can be happy or not, up to you. So, you have to just change your mental ideations around things and make your choices. So again, the feeling that things are in our hand, we make our own choices. So if you're unhappy, look at it and say, why? What am I not seeing? Why am I chasing lack?
yeah, exactly. And I'm not seeing a move, just, I'm not seeing it, but let's see what the cards say. You want to go or you want me to go?
I already went.
Oh, you win already. Okay, that's right. I just didn't pull cards for her. First thing I pulled was a Nine of Swords. So you're stressing out about something. You're worrying something to death. That doesn't get you anywhere. You got to let go of the worry, let go of the stress, and just deal with it day to day. And then you have the star that comes out that says, "Yeah, you just deal with it day to day. Things are going to work out for you." And then I drew Temperance, which is telling me that everything's going to balance out. Just look for what it is that you're wanting. Don't rush it. Take your time, and remember, just to be happy is that's all in your head. So if you choose to be happy, you'll be happy. And who knows? I mean, once you let go of all that worry and stress, you might find the perfect place the next day, and then boom, it's there. So and that's it. We got through all the questions in an hour. Wow. That's really great. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Warrior Girl. Hi, Tracy. We had a bunch of people hop in while we were busy reading.
Yeah.
And well, thank everybody for coming. Lady G, thank you so much for coming and hanging out
Happy to do
and for helping me with learning how to interpret your cards. Um, Now, this is a Lenormand deck that Lady G has made herself. So if you're interested in getting the deck, you just email her, and I'm going to have the email address below in the description box. Just shoot her an email, and she'll go over all the details and the shipping and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Because
it's kind of a Lenormand on steroids. You've got 36 cards in the Lenormand, but there are I think it's 15 extra cards in mine. It's an extended deck.
okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. And like me, I don't know how to read Lenormand yet. I'm just starting to kind of dabble in that area. So that was another reason I was excited to have Lady G here so I could use her deck and kind of get it straight from the horse's mouth. Exactly what the meaning is meant for some of these cards. Some of them are I look at them and it's like I just know right away what it means.
Exactly.
But some of them I'm like, I'm not too sure what direction you're going in here.
Yeah. You may have to just sit with it and see what other cards are surrounding it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm learning. And I know with Lenormand, a lot of it deals with what's what's around it as to what certain cards mean.
Exactly. And you can connect them if you're doing a 9 spread, you can connect them this way and this way as well and read the 4 corners separately. There's a whole lot of things you can do with Lenormand.
Yeah, that's what I know. Becca, she does a show with Johnny and Jen Lynn every Sunday night.
Right.
She does these
really good.
massive Lenormands. It's like a whole tabletop,
Yeah, she'll do the whole layout.
the whole thing.
Deck, when you get it, if you know what Lenormand the cards are, you can take the extra ones out and just use it like a regular Lenormand too.
Okay, yeah. See, so I'm learning something new, and this has been great. Thank you so very much for coming on and being my guest. I was hoping I wasn't pushing too fast for you to come back and see me. Because you've been healing up, and I didn't want to, like I said, I didn't want to be responsible for a relapse. But you seem to be doing pretty good, so we bounce back.
We just keep going forward. That's all.
That's it. That's it. Just one day at a time. So
Exactly.
thank you, everybody, for coming, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for letting us read for you, and again, thank you, Lady G, for coming on and being my guest again. You're welcome back anytime you would like to come on. Just say the word. And we will see everybody. I'll see all of you on Wednesday with the Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. And then next Sunday is Juno time. I'll be with Juno, and we'll be doing the Destiny cards and the Jin Shinjutsu that she's slowly trying to teach us, so which is fascinating. So y'all have a good week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see everybody later.
Bye. See you.
Bye.